Good morning, everybody. Dear students, due to the inability to upload the already recorded videos on the school site, I have decided to do another recording for the lessons that you missed. Monday lesson and Tuesday lesson, which was yesterday. So today I'm recording shorter videos so that I can upload them on the school site because the school site uh, doesn't give me the ability to upload long videos. I don't know what's the problem. We tried to work on it a lot, but we couldn't. So I'm recording today a new video about Monday lesson, which will be shorter so that I can upload it easily on the school site. We have in this lesson we have talked about many issues. We discussed the vocabulary words, we discussed the Greek roots, and we discussed the strategy. Always there is a kind of pressure on the internet. I have to wait. Okay, it works. Perfect. Yeah. Last time we talked about summarize, which was on page 342. Today, as before yesterday, we'll be talking about comprehension skill. The comprehension skill for this story, Stephanie Kwelek inventor, is a problem and solution. Every author chooses a certain structure to build his story on. And in this story, Stephanie Kwelek, the author has chosen a problem and solution structure. There are many types of structures like cause and effect, like sequence. In this story, problem and solution structure was used. In this case, the author will be organizing the events and in putting problem first and showing the actions that was taken to solve this problem, and in the end he will show us the solution. In this case, the reader or the listener to this story will feel a kind of an anxiety first, then his mind will be working on finding a way to solve the problem, and finally he will see the solution and feel satisfied or relaxed. Let us listen to what do you mean by problem and solution. We already mentioned that.
Problem and solution. Authors use text structure to organize information in a nonfiction text. Problem and solution is one kind of text structure. It presents a problem and then explains the steps taken to solve the problem. Find text evidence.
Okay. One important thing that I have to mention here is that while discussing problem and solution, this kind of structure is used in nonfiction text. So the text that are using problem and solution are nonfiction, which means they are real. They are not fictional, imagined, made up stories. If we look at this story, we, as example, we can have this problem and solution structure. Look at this problem. Stephanie Quella cannot afford to go to medical school because she didn't have enough money to go to the medical school. What happened? She chose she chose to go to a textile lab to make money. So this was a kind of solution for her crisis. she worked at a textile lab to make money. Another problem she has faced in the story is that when a coworker didn't want to spin the solution into the fiber, when she worked on that new solution in the lab, and she went to the worker to help her spin it. The worker rejected, and he said that this is a useless thing, and he was laughing. Finally, Stephanie could convince him to do it, and he did it. This was the kind of problem. Dear students, here you are invited to find a problem in the story and find the solution for that, and look for the action that was taken to solve this problem and find the solution. It says, reread Stephanie Kwolek inventor, look for other problems and solutions, list them in graphic organizer. Graphic organizer, it means a chart like this one. We can go back to the story and find a problem here and write the solution here. Let me take you to page. Take you to this one. Oh, we don't need to highlight. Okay. Yeah. If we read here, stronger than steel. Let me take you to the previous page. Okay, if we start at the beginning here, becoming chemist, there is no, I'm looking for a problem in, while going through the passage. And if we read here, consequently, the job, okay. If you notice, here's the problem that I already mentioned. She had helped medical school, but she couldn't afford it. This is the problem. I will highlight it with red, and the solution with the green. She couldn't afford it. She couldn't afford the medical school. So consequently, what happened? Stephanie took a job working at textile lab. So this is the solution. One more thing I need to add, students, is that um, there are some words that highlight or that they give a clue that there is a solution. A word, for example, such consequently, yeah, it's a kind of keyword. It mentions or it tells us, it gives a clue that here is a solution. Consequently, as a result, in the end, all those words are helpful for you because they come before the solution. Notice here, consequently came before the solution. So if you want to make sure that, or if you want to kind of help to find the solution after you read the problem, once you find such words, consequently, as a result, so in the end, so you can find the solution after that. Let me take you to the next page. I'm looking for a problem, of course. In 1964, Stephanie's lab supervisor asked her to work making strong, stiff fiber. Let us suppose that this is a problem. Stephanie was asked to make a kind of strong, stiff fiber. Okay, because of the shortage. So here is the problem. There was a shortage in a gas. Okay, this is the problem. There was a shortage in the gas, So what was the solution? The scientist wanted to help. This is a kind of solution. Or let me say, this is the reinforce the tires with a lightweight fiber than heavy steel wire. Cars and airplane could use less gasoline. So here is the solution: reinforce the tire with a light fiber rather than heavy steel. Let me say, let me stop here. Yeah, because the shortage in the gas, which is the problem, what happened? Scientists believed or find a way that if we reinforce tires with a lightweight fiber, it will be better than having heavy steel wire. In this case, we are reducing or we are using less gasoline. As you noticed, students, I went through the passage and I could find a problem, which is the gas shortage, and the solution or the suggested solution for it. Let us go through the passage and find more uh, problem and solutions in this story. I will leave this task for you, dear students. I taught you how to uh, find the problem and solution. I want you to go through the rest of the story, this page 340 and 300 and 341, and find me more problems and solutions. I will not make a longer lesson. That's all for today, and thank you for listening. Thank you so much. Please, after you do this one, after you finish this one, do the homework and send it to me through ClassDojo.